handling requests and responses. In this video, we'll see about what is CSRF and how to protect your application against these kind of attacks. If you remember in the previous video, when we tried to add, so remember we had a form, we filled in some values, and when we tried to say submit, it basically went to the URL post/add, but Laravel by default says please refresh and try again. It has expired due to inactivity. The reason behind this is Laravel wants us to protect our application against CSRF. So let's see first what is CSRF. CSRF is nothing but cross-site request forgery. Basically, in CSRF, you get malicious attacks when you click on a particular link, maybe sent by the hackers, to be able to hack your account while you are in the session and then perform some unauthorized commands, or maybe so it's a banking application, so transfer funds or anything. So how it happens is when a user goes on and makes a request to a particular server, sends a response back to the client, no issues at all. In between, there is a hacker who basically sends you a manipulated URL, and that URL seems to be a valid URL. Suppose this is a bank, ICICI Bank or JPMC Bank, a session making a request and a response. In between, the hacker sends you a URL which is manipulated and seems official based on the bank that you have sent a request for. Now, suppose that you click on this manipulated URL, you are basically sending a malicious request to the server, and then you can see the server sends a response back with the manipulated URL to the hacker. Suppose you are doing a funds transfer, you initiated a fund transfer from your account to someone else's account, right? In between, the hacker sends you a manipulated URL and you happen to click on that URL. Now this malicious request goes on to the server, and instead of having the fund transfer to one of your clients or friends or relatives, the fund transfer happens into this hacker's account. Laravel basically says that whenever there is a request being initiated by the users, it sends a CSRF token as a response back to the client. Now, even if there is a manipulated URL, you click on this URL and the request goes on to the server, but the CSRF token generated is on your machine. Now, there is no way that this hacker have access to the CSRF token. And now when the request goes on to this server, it basically doesn't understand that request because it doesn't find the CSRF token. It is a token which is an encrypted format, and server understands this particular token. Now, whenever you click on this manipulated URL as well, there is no way to pass on this CSRF token generated and sent as a response back to you. So Laravel protects you from the CSRF attacks by generating a token for each active user session. It verifies the authenticated user and then only makes a request and generate the response. To add this hidden field in your forms, you have to add a field CSRF __ field. So this is all about what is CSRF and why is it important to protect your applications against the CSRF attacks.